Okay, so here I wanted to show with the CSB Study Bible. I got the personal size edition, and then this right here is the CSB Legacy Note-Taking Bible. You could see just how much room there is to be able to write and to be able to take notes. All right, but I wanted to show how we actually can do this. There's a piece of paper there. How to take notes and what to do when you have a small margin Bible. You don't have all the room in the world. Remove that. Like my old-fashioned desk here, and kids have been painting on that, but it's a story for another day. So here, with CSB Study Bible, you could see that we don't not have a lot of room in the margins. There's really no room to write. There's not much room to work with there. However, what I've done is, one of the things that I do is I try to write where you have your references. So you have your scripture references here, and in the space I will try to write a note corresponding to the verse that it would go to. Here, same thing. I try to maximize as much space as I can in my Bible. I used to be a bit weary as to what to write for notes, but I realize I just need to maximize as much of Bible reading and Bible study as I can. So here, I'll use a space down here. I'll write some space over here. I'll write on the margins here. You do have to write small. That is one thing. But feel free to use as much space as you can, whether it's in the inner margins, the outer margins, underneath here, beneath the study notes. I write above here. I still have room here if I want to use that space. I just try to maximize as much as I can. Over here again, I use that space here. I use all this space right here, up on top as well. And then, one other thing I also do is, over the reference notes, I don't really use these reference notes that much. I just don't. So what I do is I will take a sticky note, but what I will do is, instead of having it horizontal, I put it vertical, and I put the sticky part right along here at the edge of your references, and I have that there. So then that way it doesn't bend the page. You could barely notice that it's even there. So you have your page, you fold that, there it is, no issue. Okay, I'll write something here, and if I want to add more sticky notes, whatever it is that I can do, but it's all about maximizing as much as you can with Bible reading. I have more notes here. I will write wherever there's an empty space. Wherever there's empty space, I just write. I don't care. I will just write it in there. No problem. Also at the end of a book, so here at the end of Daniel, I will also write some notes. This could be a summary of the book, just things that have stood out to me, or something that is specific to a verse. I will write that as well. And then I just continue trying to use as much space as I can. So here I don't have anything. I'll use the inner margins here. I'll use the outer margin down here, and then I will write what I can over here and what comes to mind for me. So there's a lot to be able to do, even with a personal size study Bible, with a small margin Bible. Just because you don't have enough room to write, it doesn't mean that you cannot do anything with it. You just got to be a little creative. I have so much space here. I can definitely write a lot in this small space right here. Over here, as long as you reference the notes. So here in 1st of Chronicles chapter 3, if I'm writing a note on verse 1, then I will just write over here 3:1 and just write the note. Make sure that I know what I am writing a note in reference to. So this is just a little bit of how you are able to maximize as much as you can. Doesn't matter the size of the Bible, doesn't matter how wide it is. If it's not wide at all, if there is not enough room in the margins, but maximize as much of the space as possible. The only thing is not actually writing over the scripture itself. So then you can obviously go back and read what the scripture says when you need to. But anywhere else where there is space, maximize that space as much as you can. Feel free, because it is part of reading and studying the Bible, trying to get as much as we can out of it, trying to maximize as much as we can out of it.